If I had a quarter for every time I got scammed, whether in real life, on the internet, or whatever, I'd have 2 quarters. Which, well, actually, no. Never mind. I can't do that joke, guys. Because I've actually been scammed several times thanks to Roblox, free Roblox websites. But in this instance, if I had a quarter for every time, okay, well, it's because I'm not talking about the times I got scammed on Roblox. This is how I got scammed in real life. But anyway, I've already gotten 2 things wrong. Can I just get into the video now? Anyway, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sleepy Jazz, and in today's video, I'm doing another rant slash commentary video. But in today's video, I'm talking about something a little bit different. I'm once again going back in my life and talking about my personal experiences and talking about people that have just done me absolutely wrong. And in today's video, I want to talk about how I was sold a lemon car, considering this month is the 2nd anniversary of me having my lemon car. That is still, by the way, consistently having issues. Yay. Now let's start off and let's go back 2 years ago. Now, of course, little old me, 18-year-old me, just got my first full-time big girl job at a Macy's facility. And I'm not even joking. I had a lot of savings from, of course, my previous part-time jobs that I had worked throughout high school and stuff like that. So don't get me wrong, I had quite a bit of money, obviously, but my only proof of income that I had was literally the $50 I got paid from orientation. I got the job, I got hired, and I did not hesitate to start shopping for a newer car after begging my dad for forever to take me car shopping with his horrible credit. Logic. And of course, prior to my lemon car, we did go to a few other used car dealerships, and we actually found one that seemed pretty alright. The first car I tried to get approved for was I think, 2018 Toyota Corolla. Mind you, same exact price as my current car, which I'll get to that information later, but it's like pretty much the exact same price, maybe a little cheaper as my current car. Didn't get approved for it. And that should have been a sign that my dad's credit was just too poor to really be buying a car at the time. No offense, Dad. I love you. But what were you thinking? What on earth were you thinking? Now, of course, I was being stubborn and annoying because I was so determined to have a newer car. I don't know why I wanted a newer car. I had a 2005 Toyota Camry. Nothing was really too wrong with it. It was a pretty reliable, pretty decent car. And I actually loved it. I took it for granted because like, oh, I want a new car. I don't want to have a car that's as old as me. You know, just pretty much typical spoiled, entitled, teen type mentality. I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't. I'm like, if I could go back, I would have smacked myself in the face. But anyway, we didn't get approved for the Corolla at first, so we go another weekend and we go car shopping at used car lots. There was another one down the road, and this one, oh boy, this one, let me tell you. Now, of course, when we pull up, the first thing our eyes locked onto, obviously, was the 2021 Dodge Challenger that was sitting in that lot. And don't get us wrong, we knew we weren't gonna get approved for it, but you know what? We did it for shits and giggles. We did it because we were like, why not take a chance, you know? Like, even if we don't get approved, you know, we're not expecting it, so whatever. So obviously we do that. We didn't get approved for it, quite obviously. And so we're sitting there in the guy's office. I'm trying to decide if I want to try another used car lot, or do I want one of the other cars on the lot? No, there was a Mercedes, there was a Toyota Prius hybrid, and I wanted the Toyota Prius. So honestly, I think we should put more of this blame on my father. Love you, Dad, again. But again, what are you thinking? Just because it was a hybrid, he refused. He was like, you're not getting a hybrid. No, 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 no. You know why? Because he had a Ford Fusion that was a hybrid, and of course, it was crap. But you know why it was probably crap, Dad? Because you bought it from a used car lot. Anyway, lesson learned. Wait till you have good credit to apply for things and stuff and yada yada yada. Which is a lesson my dad should also have learned at his big grown age. At his big boy age. But then again, I also shouldn't have been so impatient and stubborn because don't get me wrong, part of this is also my fault. But anyway, guys, we're sitting there, we're deciding, and he's listing off all the cars on the lot. The Mercedes, Toyota Prius, and then he names off one of the random trucks that I, like, quite literally don't care about because I was like, I don't want a truck. I already experienced that. That was horrible. Never again. Can this thing leave me alone? Can you not? Can you not? Anyway, dude, this thing's just, I can't, I just want to peacefully make my rant video, but you know, I'm like, I can't have a break from the, yeah, whatever. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Now, do note, do keep in mind, there was a Toyota Camry parked right in front of the building that I thought belonged to somebody because there was no sales sticker on it, or price sticker, and I didn't look to see if it had a license plate on it. It was for sale. They had just got it in, mind you. So anyway, he also talks about the Dodge Dart, and I turn around, you know, I snap my neck backwards, and I look out the window, and I look at the Dodge Dart. It's beautiful, it's pearly white on the outside, and of course, not to mention a sports car. A really crappy one, by the way. And anyway, I'm like, ooh, I want that one. And of course, salesman, because he's a salesman, he gets all excited. Oh my gosh, he's about to jump out of his seat and pee his pants. I just said yes to a lemon car. And he knew that. Also, pause. In case you don't know what a lemon car is, it's basically... Hold on, I'll read you the definition by Google. Now, of course, this can also apply to new vehicles, but sometimes it is, used vehicles. But these are vehicles with reoccurring defects that basically affect the value and safety of the car, despite multiple repair attempts. And also, having a lemon car is pretty much just when you're sold a really crappy car without being told of any underlying issues. This is very wrong, and in fact, this is illegal. Anyway, of course, this guy's already gathering the papers, and I'm signing them. I'm like throwing my money like he's a stripper. And I'm like, take it all. I'm ready to have a new car in my name. Oh my god, I should have, and then my dad's like, can we look at the car? Can we, hey, look, he's like, chill. Let's look at the car first. We gotta look at the car. We gotta make sure it's okay. Can I test drive it? Like, hello, what are we doing here? And I'm all excited, and I'm like, oh yeah, let's go look at the car while you're getting everything else ready. So, we go out there, and we're looking at the car. We, obviously we hop inside it first thing, turn it on. It's a nice car. It's a wonderful car. Everything looked perfect until it didn't. Slowly but surely, things start to go in place. Now, of course, these started off as really small issues, but over time they got bigger and kept piling up on me more and more and more. So, first things first, my dad, he, what are they called? Sun visors. He pulls the little sun visor on the passenger side down, and the little light on the right is not working. And it's just like, oh, just a minor, cosmetic issue that we can fix. No biggie. No biggie at all. The sound system is chef's kiss. It's a really good sound system. That's the only thing I really like about the car at this point is the sound system. It's really nice, and it sounds amazing. I love listening to my music in the car, honestly. Favorite thing to do. Now, of course, here it only gets worse. My dad, he's looking over at the screen on the dash behind the wheel, whatever it's called. I don't know anything. But can you die quieter, please? Anyway, this is where it starts to get worse. He looks over at the little screen behind the dash, which shows all the little fancy lights and stuff. The tire pressure light's on. Oh, that just means one of your tires low. No worries, we'll just go air it up after this. Well, no, not flat, but one of them, not this one. And of course, I am. But this is from a long time ago. The seatbelt sensor light's on. Makes sense. I don't have my seatbelt on. The car's not moving. We're not driving it. It's perfectly fine. Okay? Nothing's wrong. Just some cosmetic issues. We're still buying the car. Because I'm stupid. Anyway, he grabs the keys from my dad. He's like, let's test drive it. My dad's like, do you want to drive it? And of course, I'm still pretty new to driving. I didn't have a lot of experience driving, and we're in where my grandparents lived, and it was a more populated city. And I was like, you drive it. So of course now, of course, before you say anything, of course I drive the car. I'm better at driving now. I'm more comfortable driving now. This is a whole, that's a story for another time. Don't go making fun of me in the comments. I will find where, I will find you. Now, of course, I think I got to the part where he's handing my dad the keys. My dad gets in the driver's side, and I'm in the passenger side, and he's test driving the car. Sounds nice. It's a little slow. Doesn't really get up that much, you know. But anyway, we're test driving it, and he notices the seatbelt light's still on. Oh, maybe the sensor just is not connected. That's okay. I'll look at that later. No, it's not. It's not okay. It is not okay. And of course, we're done test driving it. We get out. We're looking at the car a little bit more, and well, actually, no, I think we looked at the car a little bit before we test drove it, obviously. I'm kind of stupid there, but he looks at the tire first, and he's like, oh, there's a tear in the rubber. But that's not the tire that's flat, so, yeah, it should be fine for now. We'll get you a new tire, or we'll put new tires on it after you buy it. I never got new tires. In fact, I barely spent any money on that car when I had money. Why? I don't know what possessed me into doing that. I'm really stupid. I should have fixed that car up more when I had the money, but I didn't. Oopsie. And then he starts looking at the headlights, and he's like, yeah, these headlights aren't good headlights. We'll have to get you some new ones, but that's okay. We'll just get them off of Amazon. Probably about the only thing I replaced on the car when I had my full-time job. And once again, it was not okay. Anyway, fast forward a few hours, I made the biggest mistake of my life. I gave him the money, signed the papers. Now, of course, this probably isn't the biggest mistake, because I definitely could have taken it back. He could have given me my money back, more than likely, especially with the issue we had after. So right after we buy it, my dad drives it up to the car wash. That's what it's called. It's a car wash. He drives it up to the car wash. We go through the car wash. Everything's awesome. And we get to my grandma's house because, you know, he wants to fix up the car. He wants to detail it because it stinks. It smells like cigarettes. And you know what? It still smells like cigarettes, by the way. I don't know how to get rid of the smell, but I did buy a cabin air filter finally, so I'm going to see if I can replace that at sometime soon. If anybody wants to actually help me work on my car and get stuff done instead of not answering their phone. Anyway, we're detailing the car, and I open up the back door, the back driver's side door. And I'm like, hey, the carpet's wet. What the heck? And so we're drying it up, and my dad notices where the seat is, where, like there's a little hole where the seat goes back and forth, obviously. You know, that little, I'll call it a conveyor, I guess. And there's a puddle of water in there. So obviously we're getting paper towels, we're drying it up. The hole does not stop filling up. And I mean, we literally didn't get it dried, and the water didn't stop filling up until we just decided to drive it home. Why did we decide to drive it home after that? Lord knows. Now, of course, I don't think it's done that since then, but I'm still confused as to how it happened. Either the back door wasn't shut good, either the window was cracked or something. I don't know. Neither does my dad. We don't know. Anyway, I drive it home. Everything's all good. Everything's wonderful. Fast forward, I order my headlights because I thought that was the only thing I needed. Because obviously, why would you need anything else if you're just replacing the headlights? It came with the bulbs and everything. No, I was wrong. We took it to my Papa JR's house. He's fixing the headlights. He's putting them in. He takes out I believe it was the driver's side headlight. And all of a sudden, he's confused, and he's mad, and he's like, what what, like, what? Who was dumb, did this? I swear. And I'm confused. I'm like, huh? What's going on? And he's like, there's no connector for the headlight. The old headlight was wired directly to the car. There's no little plug, connector plug. It's just wires. And I was like, so what does this mean? And he's like, this means the bulb on your new headlight cannot work because we can't connect it. Because there's no connector part. The bulb, the old bulb, is just wired to the car. And this confuzzled me for a bit, but later I understood. So fast forward, I order the connector, and it comes in, and of course I do all the wiring and stuff with the help of my Papa JR, awesome. And they put the headlight in, and Papa JR, I love you, but I swear you angled my headlight wrong because now my headlights are chopped and blocked. Because my headlight, my driver's side headlight is angled lower than my passenger side headlight. But then when I turn it on bright, they look almost even. A little different, but still even. It's really weird, but I think my headlight is just angled wrong, and I hope that's what the issue is. Now, of course, that's not the car guy's fault, but anyway. Now, once again, let's keep fast forwarding. Let's talk about the tire. Now, there's this wonderful, really obnoxious tire on my car that actually didn't have the little plug thing, you know, like where you put the little pump thing to air the tire in. It didn't have the little plug for it. So I had to get one of those, which I just got recently, because why? Why did I wait so long? I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't even know why I'm having to make this video. Why was I stupid enough to a point where I have to make a video talking about how I got scammed with a car? Anyway, now I'm mentioning this because it's continuing to happen, and it wasn't just the fact that the air thing was missing the little plug for it, because I got that. There's my front driver's side tire. The air is just consistently and constantly going down for some reason. I fill her up, it goes back down. Fill it up again, it goes back down. And it's not the weather, I swear, I promise you. You know why? Because I got it filled one time, a week later it's low again. And this is after I buy the plug for it, by the way. And I'm extremely confused. And now my other tire, the tire that had the ripped rubber on it, or the slightly torn rubber on it, it keeps going flat. And I think the tear on the rubber got worse because of where I was driving my car more. And now the tire is entirely flat. Get it? Now, I have Fix-It Flat, but I don't know if that's gonna help. I'm gonna try putting that in my car sometime. I don't know, but I have to get the tire patched. I can't buy new tires, so if Fix-It Flat doesn't help, I just have to get it patched. I can't afford new tires. That's not even a full paycheck for me right now. Anyway, now let's talk also about the coolant, because you want to know a little fun fact about the coolant? I ignored it because I was like, oh, it has coolant and it's fine. Little did I know, the coolant's not supposed to be orange, it's supposed to be yellow. And when I looked in the coolant, not only did I break the coolant cap because the coolant cap was already half broken, the coolant had stuff in it. Stuff floating around. Looked like twigs or something? I don't know. Really weird. But why is it orange? Because trust me guys, I went to go buy the coolant. I know because I went to buy more coolant for it. Which, by the way, I ended up taking back because I needed another thing of coolant, which I literally could not buy. And I went and, like, I told him the, like, model of my car, and he's looking for the coolant, and he's like, is the color yellow? And I was like, well, it's orange, so I mean, like, the only other color they had was nothing close to orange, so I was like, I suppose it's supposed to be yellow. There's stuff floating around in it, so I don't know. I don't know anymore. Oh, wait. One more time. Let's go back to the tire pressure light. At the time, it actually wasn't on because one of my tires was low. Actually, no, I think the front tire was low at the time. But you want to know why it stayed on after we filled the tires? Because one of the sensors is completely out. It doesn't tell me numbers. 'Cause, I mean, I don't think there's, like, any car that, like, has a sensor that tells you your tire's PSI. Mine doesn't even tell me the exact number, but anyway. it doesn't tell me a number. It just tells, it has two little lines. It's like, no, I can't read this right now. Excuse me? So, hopefully I don't have to get it replaced. Maybe I can recalibrate it. I think all of them have to be recalibrated. I don't know. I mean, usually they're not really accurate with numbers, but they are accurate with telling me when my tire's low. Not when my tire's flat and has no air in it, though, because when I had a flat tire and I drove to work, it said I still had 11 PSI. But, and then when we checked, it was nothing. I mean, maybe it deflated even more. I don't know. Well, no, because it kept saying 11, but... I don't know. I don't... The air pump said 11, but I mean, 0. I don't know. Also, not to mention... Guess what? When I bought the car, and my mom was putting me on the insurance, she goes, there's a recall on the car. And I'm like, what? There's no way, it should have been fixed. And she's like, well, the insurance is warning me about a recall on the car. The recall was never fixed. I just got it fixed a couple months ago. And guess what? There's another recall I have to get fixed. I'm waiting for the part to be manufactured, so now I have to call the Dodge Chrysler thing and be like, do you guys have the part manufactured yet so I can get it fixed? At least that fix is free. But why would you, as a car salesman, why would you sell a car that has an active recall on it? What is wrong with you? Not to mention, this recall was from, like, what, 2022, 2021? And I got the car in 2024. 2024, mind you. So not only did I go years without fixing the recall, I just... Because my stupid self thought, oh, they must have fixed it. It's just telling you there's a recall because it's old. It's an older recall, but no, it never was fixed. It never was fixed. I'm stupid. Go me. If only I had a few more brain cells in there, you know? Maybe I wouldn't be in this situation. So, overall, technically, I'm trying to, I can't even remember all the issues I've had with the car because there's been so many. But either way, if this technically doesn't fall under any lemon laws or anything like that, I mean, at least I think a lot of people, hopefully everybody, will agree that I should not have been sold this car and I shouldn't have kept it either, which is... kind of everybody in this situation is to blame. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I feel like everybody is. Me, my dad, the car salesman. Now, I don't want to point fingers and say he did it out of malicious intent, but I will say that Carlot is no longer with us. And honestly, with this car, it's like, if it's not one thing, it's another, because I had just found the tool to get my lug nuts off so I can change my rotors and brake pads. And then guess what happens? Guess what had happened? I think... No, it happened the very next day. I get a little signal on my car. Right turn signal light out. And thankfully it's my headlights, and thankfully it's not my brake lights, or anything, or my tail lights, or my headlights, or anything. It's just a turn signal light, but still, it's so annoying, because it's like, oh my god, I just found a solution to a very big problem that I've had. Why? Thankfully, at the time, I had some money to spare, and I was like, oh, well, I'll just buy some turn signal headlights. They weren't turn signal lights for the headlights. They weren't that much, and I got 2. So if the other one goes out, I have another one. Ha ha. And before you ask, yes, we did look inside the Challenger, and I think we test drove it. And the Challenger seemed fine. I don't think there was any issues with the Challenger. The other ones I don't know, because my dad would not even have a second look at the Prius hybrid. And of course, Mercedes, he was automatically just like, no, no. Only smart thing he ever said that day, by the way. Actually, no, his second smart thing was, I'm gonna take this back and get the money back. Why did I stop him? And why did he listen to me? Well, probably because my name's on the car. Because he's only a co-signer on the car, I fully own the car. Somehow that worked. Do I know how? No. But I hope I'm helping your credit by paying for a car that I can't even drive, Father. I really do appreciate it. And this may seem like a good thing, but in the long run, it's quite a sad thing. I've owned the car for 2 years now. I haven't even put... I mean, I don't really know what a realistic standard is for putting mileage on a car. I've, like... I don't even think I've put 8,000 miles on it in 2 years. Which, if you think about it, that's good, you know? It's like, yeah, you're conserving your mileage, but it's like... I've owned it for 2 years. I've had jobs. I used to go to the gym every day. I worked, like, 4... sometimes 5 days a week. I drove like, I travel to a lot of places, and somehow my car barely has, don't know, it's actually pretty far from like 10,000 miles. Because I bought it when it was at 98,000, and right now I think it's only at like 105,000. And not because, well, there was times I kind of just did not want to drive, especially at night because it's really hard for me to see. But there's a lot of times I simply couldn't because there was an issue going on with it. And I was either waiting for it to get fixed, or I just didn't feel safe driving it. Anyway, guys, I think I have said everything that I've wanted to say in this video. Oh, actually, no, I have not. Let me tell you guys how much I owe on this car, actually in this very moment. After 2 years of owning this car, mind you, the year's 2014, Dodge Dart, I currently owe $7,397.88, and my starting balance for this was $9,619.15 after my down payment of like, I think about $5,000 to $6,000. In fact, I'm paying more for this car than I would have been a 2018 Toyota Corolla. I haven't drove my car in 2 months because my tire is flat. I'm waiting for my brakes to get fixed, and the person who is supposed to teach Jesse how to fix brakes isn't answering his messages, and it took him a week to respond, and he gave me the stupidest response I could have ever gotten from him. And I can't afford to pay anybody to fix the brakes. You know why? Because the brake pads? Oh, that's fine. Rotors? No, they're gonna charge me an arm and a leg. I might as well sell my kidney. And also, before you say get a second job, how am I going to commute to said second job? In fact, if I got a new job at this point, I don't know how I would genuinely commute to said second job. You know why? Because I'm not gonna have a ride there. Jesse's going to be working. At least, no, if I find another job, you're probably gonna end up working, like, or having to work while I'm at work or whatever, you know. And I wouldn't have anybody to take me, which is why I'm still at the job that I am at, because I know that he will be able to take me there when he gets hired, still. Because nobody wants to help me. God forbid anybody help me do something. And, I mean, maybe eventually somewhere that I'd actually want to work nearby will be hiring and I can get a better paying job, or something will work out in the end and I'll get the car fixed. I mean, I'm gonna have to do something eventually. I can't just sit here with no car, and I'm not gonna sit here and pay this much a month for the car. Because I've drove it on a flat tire before, and I'm half tempted to hop in it right now, drive it into a tree, and never look back. I am that sick of looking at the car. I'm that sick of paying for the car. I'm sick of everything with that car, and I'm sick of everything with my life right now. Sorry, this is getting a little off track. Anyway, yeah, I'm paying more for this stupid car than I am if I had a Toyota Corolla. Mind you, the Toyota Corolla had, I think, about the same amount of miles, maybe a little less. No issues. And it was just nice and as sleek looking as ever. It was beautiful. I wish we could have gotten approved for it, but I think the fact that we didn't get approved for that said something, and I think that that used car lot was a lot more trustworthy than the one that we went to, and I hate that. So yeah, moral of the story, be careful when you're make sure you have really good credit, or the person that's co-signing has really good credit. Make sure that when you get a car, if you're gonna buy a car used, just buy the used car from an official dealership of that brand, like your Toyota dealership, your Honda dealership, or find one that you know you can trust. Thoroughly look at the car. And make sure that there's not, even if it's just a low tire, don't buy it unless they fill up that tire. Don't buy it unless they fix said issue in that car. And you point it out to them, say, I'm not buying from you because this car has this issue. And speaking of that, when I bought the car, it didn't come with a spare tire. Yep, you're right. I bought a car that didn't have a spare tire. See, like, I know it's my fault, but why was this dude selling the car in the first place? And I could tell he was desperate to get rid of it, but you know. Anyway, guys, I'm done.
If you look at the reviews, all of it said that people are getting scammed and have problems with the car too.
Anyway, guys, that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe, actually, so I can, you guys can help me pay for my mistakes and I can get monetized on YouTube. Yay. Anyway, guys, yay, bye.